girl gang? You are watching the Gregorio Girls Makeup channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Devin and I am so happy that you're here. As you can see, we are looking very festive today. I've got this beautiful red background that I am absolutely obsessed with. But today's video is actually going to be another video in partnership with QC Makeup Academy. So this is another one in my series that I'm doing with them. And honestly, I want to keep this intro short and sweet because it's pretty straightforward. We're going to be doing a classic holiday makeup tutorial. This is something that's going to be appropriate for work holiday parties, family holiday parties, just any kind of party, honestly, that's happening around this time of year. I love a good classic glam and a good red lip like all the time, so spoiler alert, we're doing a red lip today. But there's something about this time of year that just makes me want to wear a red lip and nothing else. So if a classic holiday makeup look is something that you are interested in watching, then let's just get right into it. So I'm gonna be breaking out the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette today. This actually released, I think, 2 Christmases ago, like 2 holiday seasons ago, and honestly, this is still one of my absolute favorite Too Faced palettes. It's mostly shimmers, and then you've got this corner of like 4 mattes over here. The shimmers in here are so good. So I think that this is just gonna be a perfect palette for the eye look that I'm going for today. So actually, let me zoom you in a little bit first. I feel like that was so weird. So for this look, I wanna do just a nice neutral halo eye. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into this color right here, and it's called Cocoa Truffle. And I'm taking that just on the back end of one of my little brushes that I got in one of my Anastasia palettes. So I'm going to start on the corners of my eye, and I'm just going to start building that color up on the very inner corner, and I'm not going to spread it out too much right now. I'm just going to start packing that right in here, and then right out here on the outer corner as well. Now we're gonna do a little bit of work in the crease. So first I'm gonna take So Bougie, which is this color right here, and I'm just taking that on a smaller blending brush. This is from the BH Cosmetics Marbled collection, and it's the number 9. Almost said 6, but it was upside down, whoops. So I am just gonna start working that color into the crease so that we have a little bit more just blend up and out. And since this is a halo eye, we really want to focus on keeping that shape nice and round. I personally have a tendency to want to blend it out this way for more of a cat eye effect, but for this shape, we really want to make sure it's round, like a halo. So you're just painting a little half moon, like a little half halo in your crease. Next, I'm taking a more tapered brush. Can you guys see here? This is a Morphe M139. And this one just has a little bit more of a point at the end. So I want to use this brush to help me concentrate a little bit more in the crease. So I'm going to take Cocoa Truffle again, and I'm going to concentrate that like directly in the crease, not blending it up too much like we just blended that other shade, but just keeping it right here. Okay, moving on to the halo shade, I'm going to take this color right here, which is called Gold Dipped. Pretty self-explanatory, and I'm just taking that on a flat shader brush, and I'm just gonna swipe that right down the middle. It doesn't have to be pretty, just get it on there. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna use my finger, so I'm just gonna dip my finger in that same color, get some on there, and swipe that, yeah. I think it just comes out a lot nicer that way. I took my nails off finally. I haven't had acrylics or like gel powder or whatever in a while, and I just want to let my nails grow out. I got tired of like paying for it and like my nails cracking and everything like that, and I have to say, you forget how easy it is to do your makeup with your fingers. So since I've had short nails, I've just been loving using my fingers for a shimmer shade. Like, look at that. Look at how nicely that just like blended out. Amazing. Highly recommend these tools right here. The best brushes you'll ever have. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna take that shader brush again. I just wiped off that little bit of shimmer that was on it. And I'm gonna take this shade right here, which is called Classy and Sassy. And I'm just gonna pat that on the edges of that halo shade that we just laid down. And the reason that I wanna do this is because this Classy and Sassy shade is close to the matte shade that we have in the outer corner. So I think it'll really just help blend the two together so it looks like they fade instead of there just being a harsh line between the gold and the brown, if that makes sense. And then I'm just gonna go back in one more time with that gold dip shade just to make sure we're nice and popping in the middle. You know the deal. Okay, now, here's the deal. You can stop here if you want to. I'm feeling like I want just a little bit more depth in the inner and outer corner. So there is a black shade in this palette. It's just a nice matte black. I am going to take a tiny, 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 tiny bit of this on just a small pointed brush. And I am just gonna take the tiniest bit, like just like boop, boop. And I just wanna use that to deepen up. Like I don't even really, let's just pray that this works out the way that I want it to, because I don't really even wanna be able to tell that it's black. I just want it to be a little bit darker. Okay, taking that first brush we were using, dipping it back into that first color, Cocoa Truffle, and now we're gonna blend on top of that so it doesn't just look like a black dot. Actually, I don't like that brush. I'm gonna take my Morphe M506, and again, I'm just gonna blend that. Okay, so that's definitely an optional step there, but as you guys can see, it just gives a little bit more dimension and depth to this eye as opposed to this eye. So if you want a softer look, definitely stay here. But if you want to amp it up a little bit, just take a little bit of black and really blend it out into the inner and outer corner, and I think that you'll like the result. Next, I'm going to take that same M506 brush and I'm going to work into Cocoa Truffle again, and we're just going to blend it along the lower lash line. And then to finish off the lower lash line, I'm just gonna take a little bit of that gold dipped and pop that in the middle, like right underneath where it is on the top lid. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of the highlight that I have on my cheeks. This is the Wet n Wild Precious Petals, which is one of my favorites, and I'm just gonna use that to highlight my brow bone. Because this is a halo eye, again, I'm not gonna highlight the inner corner because we want to keep the shape nice and round and all of that focus at the center. But the brow bone can still use some love. All right, you guys, we are in the home stretch. So next I'm gonna pop on some brown eyeliner. Any brown eyeliner will do. This one is from Butter London. You can do black if you want to, but I've been on a brown eyeliner kick lately. I don't know what it is. I just like that it's softer, and I guess it's because I use a lot of brown eyeshadows. So I like that it kind of blends in with the shadows a little bit better than the black, but whatever your preference is. And while we're at it, let's just tight line up here as well. Okay, I'm gonna do my lashes off camera really quick and I will be right back. The lashes that I'm gonna use are the Kiss Flirty lashes. I like these because they're dramatic, but they're not too dramatic. Kind of like me. All right, lashes are on and I've zoomed you guys back out a little bit so we can finish up this look. So the last thing that we have to do obviously is lips. What better to complete this look than with a red lip? So first I'm going to take my NYX lip pencil. This is in the shade Summer Tease. This one is actually a pretty bright, like orangey red. Yeah, so that's not quite the color I want, to be honest. But the lip color that we're gonna put on top is a much more blue-based red, so it'll be fine. All right, and then on top of that, to finish off the look, we are going to take one of my favorite reds, which is the Colourpop lippie stick in the shade Bossy. Yeah, see, that's what we want. All right, everybody, so here we are with the finished look. It is that time in the video. What do we think? This honestly is just one of my absolute favorite types of looks to wear. I think it's super glam. I still think it's got that classic vibe, especially with the red lip and the lashes and everything. I really feel like it's a good way to bring like a modern twist with a halo eye to a classic red lip. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you some inspiration for the holiday season since we are fully in it at this point. As always, if you have not already subscribed to the Gregorio Girls Makeup channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below so that you can see more content from our channel. Thank you again to QC Makeup Academy for partnering with me on this video series. And with that, I will catch you guys in the next video. Mwah! Love you. Bye.